love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to a CFR Widecrest IMSA SportsCar Challenge tonight. As always, Rob Sandihoe bringing you the action, and joining me in the combox is none other than Andrew Boofa Proctor. Mate, welcome on in.
Thanks for having me again this week, mate. Looks like a nice night of racing. The track represents my house at the moment too. Nice and dark.
It does, yeah. We have our first night race here at CFR. And it looks amazing. I've got to say, this track, mate, with just the headlights, there's no... Well, there is some lighting, but very minimal lighting. It just looks really cool.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's very nicely done by in the dark, and the liveries, some of the liveries just pop so different in the light too.
Yeah, I did notice that. I noticed that we've got a few that are a little bit more shiny than what they normally are, which makes them pretty cool as well. But
definitely does.
Well, here we've got a bit of a treat tonight for ladies and gentlemen at home, mate. What is that? Can you tell us?
Hot lap by one and only Jacques, our SLM driver, and a good bloke, and such a lovely driver as well. And pretty sure the ladies will love sitting there listening to him speak too.
So we got any mums out there, or any females in the chat? Just send the other party out and enjoy what we're about to do. So we're going to bring in Jacques. Hey Jacques, welcome to the broadcast, mate. You're going to take us on a hot lap apparently.
Oh, that'll be that'll be me.
That'll be you. We will jump on board with you, mate. Let's have a look. So take us through tonight. It's going to be a dark race, something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting purely because of the temperature changes during the session, and the fact that there's a lot of unsighted corners around you, where it's really easy to make mistakes if you don't know the lines.
So how hard is it to pick up braking markers, especially out there at the moment?
I think there's enough around the track if you've well practiced your brake markers, but it's definitely one of those tracks that you do need to know exactly where you want to go, and a lot of it's not to do so much with the brake markers, but actually knowing when your corner is. So with this track, I try not to be as dependent on brake markers as I would in a track like Bathurst or any of those. So into turn one, I basically start braking just after the underboard, and we just try and slow down the car as much so we can get the rotation out of it into turn two. Turn two is a very late apex, so you're off the throttle for such a long time, because if you get on the throttle too early, you tend to widen that corner. Turn three as well, very patient on the throttle, and early turning, trying to optimize the apex out of it and carry enough speed. The next series of corners are tricky because you're coasting quite a bit of it, trying to get the car set up so that you get the optimal exit out of the corner. So with these corners, they're cambered but slightly off camber, so it doesn't give you as much assistance as you'd think it does. Obviously the hairpin, as always, don't want to run too wide. You want to take as much speed out of the corner as you can. Take as much track as you can on the outside without running too wide. Center curves, we're basically flat out, and you're just trying to balance the car. Just got a bit greedy on the curving there. For this turn, you can actually take a little bit of a curving. The Mercedes handles it well. I do know some of the other cars struggle, so it's definitely a corner where you can really push the Merc through there. Following sections fully flat out, and then we head into the chicane. I've just allowed us this chicane because you can definitely carry a bit of speed around you. And commit to that exit on the second part of the chicane as early as you can. Commit to getting out of power as early as you can through the last corner, and there you go.
Oh, look at that lap there of the Nurburgring GP circuit done with Jacques, mate. Thank you so much for that. Good insights, and we'll be looking forward to seeing how you and it looks like Jordan Malcolm are going to have a bit of a cracking battle there. You boys are bit of fierce combatants from last week as well. You put down some stuff, so it'll be interesting to see you boys match up tonight.
Yeah, it's good. This is definitely not one of my better tracks, but I'm surprised by the pace. I'm suspecting he's sandbagging a bit, so we'll see what his real pace is when we actually get to the race. Oh, right, got a spinner behind us.
Oh, got a spinner behind you. Don't know who that was, but anyway, mate, we'll let you get back to it. We'll let you practice, and we'll chat to you later on.
Cheers,
Thanks,
and enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Hopefully speak to you again when we get to the podium.
Sure will, buddy.
Best luck, mate.
All right, we'll send Jacques back out to the wild, and there you have one of the camera angles. There is very hard to pick these cars up tonight. Some of them are just very dark and very.
I do like the fact that SLM has this big white stripe down the sides. You can sort of see whose livery it is.
You can kind of tell. Hey, on a side note here, we have young Jet Murray on screen. Matty Boylett also has joined in tonight. Plus, we have Sean Bonici and Dwayne Burns and Shane Bowen are also in as well. So, some new faces and new names coming into the sports car, mate. And this is turning into something really pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially with the new drivers. Pretty even spread of cars too. What do we got? 2, 4, 6 GT4s and 7 LMP3s.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not quite sure, like, if the boys were just coming in tonight, check to see if it was a night or day race. You know what I mean? But it's interesting.
Night race, very, very cool weather, which means the tyres shouldn't wear as much, but cold tyres, cold track can be big issues at the start of the race. So it might be really interesting.
We do know though that the Nurburgring really isn't like famous for tearing tyres up, so We'll have to see how it plays out. So we've got a 60-minute run, so it's going to be just one 60-minute race. There's no breakage, just start to finish, 60 minutes. This is going to be brutal, mate. This is going to be tough.
Definitely will be. Well, we know the cars are all going to have to box. It's just a matter of how much fuel you got to take. Do you try the short stint first, or long stint second, or drive it till she's empty and then fill it right up?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I mean, you got the double play there, don't you? You've got the whole, like, run it in 2 sections.
Nah, definitely. It's going to be an interesting race with the tyres and fuel and everything, so...
I was just listening to radio comms in my bad. I just switched off. Oh, it's one of them days.
That's all right.
Oh,
they're just talking about
yeah, if they need to be in the Discord
and that. And a lot of the boys do sit in their own Discords and chat within each other as a team, but there are a big group of them.
Oh, really? Wow, that was huge.
Wow. Don't wreck that Beamer, mate. You're
That
at
was
home in the Beamer.
mega. Kyle Ridley there on screen. Oh,
Seems
look at
to
that.
be struggling a little bit with the
Look
Beamer.
at that. Well, you look at that
Yeah.
on screen. Tyrone's got the new pace car out. Love it.
Yeah, the pace
Let's
car
get a
is
bit of a
out
look.
tonight. She's there. She's ready to set up and run.
I can't get a good view on it.
As you
You can't get a good view on it now. There's no camera angle for it. So we'll hopefully see that.
The car might have to do a lap.
The problem is it's dark and the car won't show up. But you can just see it there in the lights. Look, wow. That's going to look really good in the daylight. I'm sorry. That is a really cool looking pace car. I do love it. I do like it.
She's out. She's
Tyrone just needs to
doing
roll
the
forward.
338 of Tyrone Walsh at the moment. So
He just needs to roll forward into that light. Tyrone, just roll forward, mate. Just give us a
go
good
out
look
for a
at that.
lap, Ty. Do a lap, mate. Do a lap.
Hey, he's in the race control room, mate. I can drop you down there and you can tell him to go and
Oh yeah, do it.
hang on. Let's go and mess with. So actually, no bugger. He's here. I'll bring him up.
Bring him in.
Hey,
Oh,
Tyrone,
Mr. Tyrone.
roll that safety car forward just a little bit, mate. Get it in the light.
I was actually quite paranoid that it wasn't actually on.
No, the livery's on, mate. But because it's so dark out there, we can't see it properly. Need to just get you in the light, mate. Need to get you just roll forward.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
look at that. Oh, you still
It's
kind of
looking
can't
good.
see it, but it is looking really good, mate. Andrew reckon you should go for a lap, mate. So, how about it?
Get out there, boy.
Sure, okay.
How about it? You got 5 minutes, mate. Go and have a lap.
Just
Cool.
let the boys know safety cars on track and on stream. No, stuff it. Don't let them know they're on stream.
No, bugger 'em. So, do you
So what
like
are
the
you
Nurburgring?
driving, Mr. Tyrone?
Oh, welcome everybody to the Sorry,
CFR.
CFR. Thank you. Mercedes AMG GT3.
They've given you a GT3. Who in their right mind handed you the keys to a GT3?
Sorry, my bad.
Technically, it wasn't the keys. It was just a starter button. I jumped in and hit start.
Jeez, I don't know. Yeah. It is looking good, but mate.
We've even got our safety car overlay we can chuck up there and have that on the screen while he's going around.
Oh, and the best thing about the GT3 is they do have the light that goes over the car. I do like
yes,
that. I do like
the,
that. It has the light over the top of the GT3.
Yes. But this
That is
safety car's going to look really good in the
6.3 litre
daytime.
V8 in this thing sounds amazing too.
You do like this car, mate?
Oh, I love it to bits.
Yeah, not a fan of the Mercedes myself. I'm more of a Beamer bloke, but rear-wheel drive over anything.
The inter-brand rivalry of the Combox. I like the way the pace car actually pops out of that livery. The riding
It
looks
does.
really good. Timo Blundell's done a magic job on that. If anyone is in the Discord and is looking for some paint, Timo is definitely the man to hit up.
he's responsible for a lot of the NASCAR truck liveries as well.
He's
There's a lot of the boys getting his done.
Yeah, he has done a few of the liveries over there. So Tyrone's now familiar with the circuit, so if he does have to come out later on, he's rather well attuned to it.
Hey, you never know. He might not be able to get a chance to get it out tonight, but you never know. Cold track, cold air, cold tyres.
I think he's enjoyed it so much, Andrew. I think he's going for another one.
Oh, he's going to go settle out quicker than these GT3s, these GT4s, and probably an LMP3.
No, none of that.
No, mate, the GT3 is known to do sub 150s.
If you get it
You
right,
see a
mate.
good bar there? No, I don't think so, no.
It should be on pace with the LMP3, actually. That'd be a good combination. LMP3 GT3 combo.
Ooh, maybe something for the directors to look at. Anyway, we're going to throw Tyrone back into the race review room, mate. Hey, good luck out there tonight, buddy, and enjoy it.
Thanks, boys. Hopefully we don't have to have this thing out there tonight.
Well, not for too long anyway.
Exactly right.
Don't leave the motor on, mate. You don't want to go and bang in the pit lane.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Thanks, boys. Take care.
See you,
There,
mate.
mate.
Cheers.
Right, we'll send
That is one of
Tyrone
the,
back down there. But that
Downsides of that motor.
is a really good looking. I can't wait for you guys. You just get a nice glimpse of it there. It's just gets in the
I can't wait for
light
that
just
thing to be out
in the
daylight.
daytime. Oh, it is so good. Such an amazing livery. We wanted it bright,
Yeah.
and that blue and black checker up over the top has got the word pace car in it.
Yeah, I do like the fact that you've gone the GT3 with the light in the night time. It sort of pops a bit more too.
Yeah, I do like it. Anyway, enough of the CFR Cup. Let's have a quick browse around while we've still got about a minute to go. So Dylan Gray and Matty Boylett are leading the LMP3 charge. Not by much though. Matty Keane sitting P3, Jed O'Murray back there in P4, Dale Jeffries on the screen now, currently P5, Ken Hardwick, overall velocity sim back there in P6. Moving over to the GT4s, you've got Jordan Malcolm and Jacques Swanepoel. Jacques took us on that hot lap in the GT4, so good to see him out there. Dwayne Burns, Shane Bowen, Dougie Grandpa Gowans. Back down there in P5, he's not quite attuned with this car yet. He's still struggling with it. Kyle Ridley and Sean hasn't actually come in yet.
Rare to see Mr. Ridley down there in P6.
Yeah.
Sean is actually in the LMP3 as well.
Yes.
So,
But it's rather interesting to see Kyle
US
like that.
based.
Yeah, I just noticed the flag on that. Yeah, he's US based. But Kyle Ridley, he's not really. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be gelling with this car very well, is he? Like it's almost a car that's tripping him up.
Night. He's his first night in it too. He hasn't done a lot of practice in there. As he launches it over
You just saw that as well.
I just caught that on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I was actually looking at iRating for the GT4s. The lowest ranked iRating driver is 2.7k.
Yes.
In the
And that is
GT4.
Shane Bowen.
Yeah.
I mean, the
And
strength of
Jacques
the
at
GT4
2.8.
field,
Like,
the strength of that field, mate, for the GT4s is phenomenal.
oh, it's a class of its own.
And then the lowest in the LMP3 is actually Cam Hardwick with a 1500. So, again, really strong field.
And then the bloke that's in charge of it all is only 1k.
Yeah,
Our race control.
Yeah, race controllers on the bubble there at 1,000. So, yeah, I mean that's what it is, mate. I mean that's just one of those things, isn't it? Really, just the way it shapes up.
Yeah, definitely is. It's definitely going to be a good race tonight. And open quali as well, so
Yeah, open quality.
time for the boys to get some few laps in, get the tyres warmed up before they get a real nice wire.
So we'll just tick off a few little housekeeping pieces. As everyone has known and probably will see in the chats later on, we have joined forces with Beyond Blue for Drive for Mental Health. We are doing season 2 as a drive for awareness to anxiety, depression, all those kind of mental health things, and raising money to help bring much needed treatments and stuff like that along the way. So last night we did tick over the $100 mark, which was fantastic. So we have Maddie Keane, who's donated $10, Maddie Chalker, who dropped $55, Jason Leworthy with a $25 donation, and Senior Lady actually dropped a $20 donation on behalf of us.
Yes.
So
I'll be dropping a donation in there next month.
interesting to have.
Just wait to see that one, mate.
We'll be keeping our eyes on it. We do have a target set at $1,000. Again, if we achieve it, awesome. I love it. If not, anything raised is a good help towards just bringing awareness more so for what it is. And I mean, we've all been touched by it at some point, or had a family member touched by it, and it's debilitating. So we're just going to do our part this season, and we're going to try and help raise some funds. So if you're in a giving mood, make sure you hit the link. If you're on the Kick channel, you can actually scroll down the bottom and hit on the panel. You should have a panel down the bottom that you can click on and take you straight to the donation link, and pop on over. And remember, every little bit counts, whether it's big or small. It does count.
Definitely does. It's one of those things where it hurts, but at the same time, if not for them, we wouldn't have as many people getting over it and working their way through it.
There's the link in the Kick chat just popped in. Same as Lady playing with the new emotes as well we've got over there on Kick. Haven't figured out how to incorporate those into YouTube yet, but to be fair, it's just one of those things. But yeah, got some new ones there on the Kick channel. Also in the Discord as well, we've got some new emojis. So it's they all come courtesy of Sanded Lady as well. Actually, she made those last week.
Yeah, she's definitely been at it. I'm just going to step out and quickly kiss my kids goodnight, and then I'll be
it's
back.
all about family around here, so go and get the kiddos off to bed, mate. And so we jumped on board with Sean Benici in the LMP3, and I just got a glimpse of his car, and it looks rather schmick and tidy, actually. I'd like to get a better view of it in the light. I don't know if we've actually got we don't have a zoom in camera in this pack, so let's have to see if we can ride with him for a minute and get a bit of a look. He is from the Frogleap garage, so again, good to see Frogleap still out there. We did see a couple of the boys change teams late last season, my apologies, and shift across to other teams. So it's still good to see the Frogleap Juice boys out there having a drive. So looking rather cool on the track there. Dougie Grandpa Gowans, you guys will probably remember him from last night. He was in the combox with Tyler Sheaf and myself, who we call them the NASCAR trucks. Good race out there at Pocono, the Prickly Triangle. And Dougie with all the information, telling us that all three of those turns at Pocono were all different banking angles. So again, pretty interesting little brain Mr. Dougie has. And again, trying to adapt to a GT4. He's won multiple series in the TCR. Figured he'd take his hand to the GT4 car and just hasn't quite found his groove yet. But I dare say it won't be long before he does find a rhythm in these cars. So be sure to keep our eyes on Mr. Gowans. Jedi Murray up in the P2 right there with his old mate Dylan Gray, who unfortunately Jedi's just gone off track. He'll bounce back to pit lane. Jacques on screen now, currently P2 in class, right behind Jordan Malcolm, about half a second between Jordan and Jacques. So again, this is a battle we expect to see all night long with these two boys, and be a cracking battle as it will. Dale Jeffries is now just bumped up in the P4 in class. Cam Hardwick and Matty Keane haven't actually gone out as yet. I know Matty Keane's on track now. So is Cam. So we've got the first night race as well for the IMSA SportsCar series. So this is a bit of a new thing. Switch to Kyle Gridley. Just yelling at my kids to go up. And if you're getting a little bit out of control there. Shane Bowen for Cobalt Racing on the screen now. A newcomer to the league. So good to see some new faces, new names, new cars on the track. Matty Keane just drops into P2 in the LMP3 class. He's dragged that up. Matty Boylett now is on a nice little run. We'll see if he can improve on P4. 151.68 is his qualifying time so far. Just going through the fast chicane up into the top corner. You can see the green dot on the track map. That's the current car we're riding with. Sheefy, what's going on, mate? Welcome to YouTube. Glad to see you could come along. Matty Boylett didn't improve on that lap. So it's Dylan Gray, Matty Keane, Jedi Murray, top 3 on P3. Jordan Malcolm Jacques on Dwayne Burns, now top 3 in the GT4s, but it's very close between Burns, Gowan, and Ridley.
Right.
Not too far away for the 3 boys there, so that could be a nice little battle for P3 in the GT4 class. Andrew just come on back in, making all the grunts and groans and noises.
Trying to get down. Oh, Mr. Sheaf's in the chat.
He is, he's in the chat. He's not in our ears though.
Yeah, I know, but I got a bone to pick with him anyway. He did the biggest no-no of all last night, commentating trucks. He called them cars.
Oh, stop it. Go away.
I'll get all the Americans on him. Not cars, they're trucks.
Yeah, well then you can't say that if you're going to let Mr. Holter get away with calling it a game.
Did he?
Yeah. Mr. Holter, yeah, I think he does it for the rouse up, mate. I think he does it just to wind us up here in the combox.
No, he definitely does.
I mean, reality is, yes, it is a game, but we just like to do things a little different. We like to think of it slightly different, so...
It's not really a game, it's a sim. When you require pedals and a steering wheel to play it,
but you
more
don't.
of a sim than a game.
You don't. That's the thing. You can play on a controller.
Yeah, maybe, but the controllers still have to have sensitive buttons and...
But it's still, if you can play it on a controller, it's still just a game.
Nah.
And a wheel and pedals is just another controller.
Yeah, but I can't take my wheel and pedals and use it on Call of Duty or something.
Well,
I bet you probably find a way
probably
to use it.
You could do it. It would be awkward, but you could do it. I'd love to see you doing that, actually. Take
Up shift right, down shift left. Press the talkers, mate. It's fine.
I want to see you do
Limiter
this.
is aimed.
I want to see this happen. I want a video in the next week of Andrew Proctor playing Call of Duty on his wheel and pedals. That would be hysterical. I'd love to imagine clutch to aim and accelerate and shoot.
That could teach a pretty good footwork. Like, on a sniper game, like the brake to breathe in and then pull the trigger, like teach double rifle brake, heel poke.
Oh no! And just like that, tonight's broadcast is gone to shit. Oh dear! Can't really know 2 green seconds.
Whoa! I like calling them utes.
I'm just glad Tyler's not in the combox tonight. It was hectic last night.
Yeah,
Mr.
Dougie
Gowans
had a good night.
says he's got a head for radio and a voice for emails. there you go.
No.
Head for radio and a voice for emails. I couldn't get over that. That was great. So Jedi Murray now, he's just put a purple sector 3 in. But he's in the
we've
pit
just
lane.
gone to the end of quali.
We have actually.
Thought we were leaving it late.
So Dylan, oh no, Matty Boylett, 150.78 to lead the charge. Good job, young man.
I'd say, I wonder if he got a toll on that one.
I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll see.
3 tenths.
So he's just gonna skip the warm-up phase because they're literally just qualied. Because there's the extra time in the server, that's why it's added that in. So no big deal. We'll just get straight on with it. Now, Andrew, you said something about the weather, mate. Let's pull that up and have a look, shall we?
Mate,
So
partly cloudy, 18 degrees, track temp 19. Looks like a northwesterly breeze at 18 k's. Damn. Gee, Holland.
It's got some movement out there. It's it's not quite as oh, look at that, mate. Look at that. Look at the headlights just illuminating everything like that's just something special about the sports car stuff, isn't it? Like when you get these multi-class IMSA style races, you just get all the cars lined up. It's just cool, isn't it?
The boys getting a comms check.
Ooh,
Is race
who's
control
that?
going to reply?
No, that was race control asking, mate.
Yeah.
I see Tyrone in the GT3. That's a car I can drive. Tyler, I don't know if there's any car you can drive, mate. I haven't seen you drive, mate. Seen you crash a lot, but not drive.
I don't know if Tyler could drive a rear-wheel drive Mercedes AMG. Might be a bit too much power for him in the rear.
Matty Boylett on the flash there, so hopefully that doesn't come into play tonight.
Matty Boylett on his mobile internet that seems to do better jobs than Hardwide.
Matty Boylett, we're just going to nickname him 4G from now on. So if we get a talk to him, it'll be Matty 4G Boylett, I reckon.
Yeah, but it works. The amount of people that have dropped out, he hasn't.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what it is, mate. I think it's just a weird little scenario, so...
Race control would definitely be watching it as well. We'd hope they'd be watching it.
You did it. Alright, so the safety car is in. So the boys are leaving a gap. You can see that on the screen. They'll get the green flag. And away they go. Look at that. Just pitch black into turn 1. Look at this. Down the hill.
Jeff Murray got a good soak. Dylan Gray dropped back to pretty much behind Matty Keane at the start.
Yeah, there they go there. Just
caught sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dylan. He was a little bit nappy naps, I think. So Matty Keane's now made that move.
But we know Dylan can steer this car, so...
Tyler says, I did a season in Mercedes. It did end up green from time to time. Were you working with Nathan Allen in that season, mate? You guys out there trimming up the grass?
Yeah, Tyler Lawn Care. Tyler Sheep's Lawn Care.
Chiefy shorts and cuts, mate. That's what it is. We're going to see a nice little battle here, Andrew, in the GT4s tonight between Burns, Ridley, and Bowen. And Mr. Gowans. They were all pretty close. Now, given the fact that Dougie's only just recently come across the GT4, and Kyle Ridley, I think he said, was fairly new to this as well.
Yeah, he's done a lot of the slower cars, but not a lot of work in the GT4.
So I'll have to see how he handles tonight. I might jump in his cockpit and have a look.
He is the car in the sandwich of teammates at the moment.
Yes, he is actually, yes. So Bowen and
Burns.
Burns, yeah, teammates. Dwayne Burns.
So, look at the inside of that BMW. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, let me fix this up again. This is dumb.
And this car is at home.
This is dumb.
BMW is at home at the Nurburgring. What is happening now on your end?
I can't use my free cam. It keeps turning off on me. It keeps turning off on me.
It doesn't want to change the view that we have.
Yeah, but look, we can look around the cabin. Look, we can look at his
Look at that.
little race suit, the wheel, dash. We can look out his left side and see no window net there. So it's
oh, there's a little bit there.
It's
She's a GT4. She'll be right.
yeah, that's right. Big net on that side.
Yeah, and the passenger side
Got
cops a
Cam
bit of a
Hardwick
beat
and Jet
in the
Murray
two.
have hit or crashed here. So I don't know if these are the same incident or not, but Matty Keane is now leading and Matty Boyler has also dropped back as well. So maybe that
Hardwick's
was...
behind the GT4s.
yeah, he's had a crash as well. I'm just not sure if Jet Murray and Cam are together on this one. There's Jet around. There goes Matty Keane. There's Dylan Gray.
Oof.
Jet's
close.
just come back in. That's Boylet there, I believe.
So what happened to Boylet to drop to third?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So Cam Hardwick. No, it's not giving us anything there. He jumped to pits.
I think he started in pit lane.
No, it literally comes up and says jump to pits.
Huh.
I'm reading it. So Matty Boyler, he coming down into turn one. I think this will be a rotation. This will just be that little dip into turn one. Oh no, it's just gone.
well,
It's just rotated on him
Wow,
at the rear.
it rotated real early.
So that put Jet through. Yeah, it says jump to pits, but then it says Cam Hardwick crash. So it must have just been as he pulled to the pit lane. So not sure what's going on. Oh,
yeah.
that's Kyle Ridley. We just picked that up on screen as we come back to live action. Kyle Ridley just went off track as well. So
Cam actually hasn't set a lap yet, so he hasn't even come out of the pit.
Alright, maybe something going on with the Cam Hardwick there. Sammy K, what's going on, mate? Good to see you in the YouTube chat. Hey, Sheaf, if you can find out, mate, let us know what's happened to Cam. So he hasn't even gone out there, so good to have you along, Sammy. And Contagious, leader didn't go on green. Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll let race control look at that one.
Yep, we'll let race control do that.
Cam had a setup issues.
This is the front of our LMP3 pack there. Is Matty Keane doing great, leading the way. Matty Boyle and Jet Murray, the two LMR boys, not running liveries tonight. I don't think they've actually got the paint on the car in time for tonight's event.
They've got 2 SLM followed by 2 LMR.
As we switch back now to Jacques, he's got... Oh, so there's Cam out there now.
There's Cam. Cam's finally out.
So Cam's going to get around pretty easy. Jacques is about 2.7 off Jordan Malcolm. We know Jordan Malcolm was an absolute gun in his GT4 cars.
He's checked out. But quickest lap for Jordan at the moment, 2:02. Followed by Sharks in a 2:04.
Dougie Gowans here has had a spill. Look at the headlight circle pattern on those. Oh, Dougie braking. Oh, no. Oh, he's just, it's just rotated.
Yep, just looped it.
Just a soft spin. So, I dare say Jordan and Jacques are going to have a bit of backwards and forwards most of the night tonight. They'll be sort of fighting their position, but Dwayne and Burns here, Burns and Bowen. There's Dwayne as his first name. Burns and Bowen, yes. Again, teammates, and they're running P3 and 4 right now, so it'll be interesting to see if they can come forward. So we'll have to keep our eyes on the timing tree there and see if we can get the boys back up and around each other. But I'll give you the gaps on screen. So. No.
Oh, we just had a ping.
Checking for what?
Checking for ping. Just monitoring the ping, so we've had a report of it. Might be just a bit,
Oh, and that's... He's just gone
that's
around
weird.
as well. He just picked up. Oh, and he's just pulled back in front of...
This ping is all over us.
So just laying down the law, stay off the comms.
Yep.
It was a racing issue, so it was...
Hey.
must have been a bit hard to see. Now, is that Jet Murray looking up the inside? It is. Jet Murray looking up the inside, doing ground to turn 1. This is going to be...
Side by side through turn 1. Nicely done, boys.
That is rather good driving, actually.
Yeah. Definitely quality driving between the two.
So just spatial awareness, maybe it's just knowing where your competitor is. And
Yep.
why not? Cole Ridley now. He's back 3 seconds behind Dougie Gowan. So again, he'll be
Yeah, he's catching back up to Doug.
trying to put in some work. So there's Dougie Gowan's up there.
Dougie had a 2-minute 11 lap the last lap too.
Yeah, it was. That was his spin lap.
Spin lap, yeah. So definitely a spin here can cost you big time.
So I've got to ask you, Andrew, have you done any Nurburgring GP in the night time?
Only just really the VLN stuff. They do a race at night, but we're on the VLN track. Oh well, also known as the Nurburgring Endurance Challenge. So,
I've never done
other
it
than
in
that,
night time. I've done a
it's
bit of
hard.
daytime stuff, but I've never done nighttime stuff.
Yeah, the nighttime's harder around here, especially around the noise light itself, where you literally have no lights. Blind hills, blind corners, fast blind hills and blind corners. I definitely wouldn't do a 24-hour race. Nurburgring, it's one of those things that I would love to do, but at the same time, I'm too scared to do it.
You're right. I don't think I can actually get a clean lap of Nordschleifer to in one piece. I just cannot do it.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those tracks that does reward the driver that is more cautious and drives at about 80%.
It's
But
sure.
to get any good times out of it, you've got to almost drive it on the limit.
So just
And
jump
doing
on
that
board
lap
now
after
with
lap
Matty
of time.
George. I'll actually bring his detail on his screen. So, yes, he's car and stuff, but we saw him have that rotate. I was just about to say, I want to know how he's gotten that glow in there, because that's...
There is
It's
a night
really
light
cool.
in the actual car.
That is really cool, but...
They can adjust it, like the GTs, you can adjust it on the setup.
Right, because Jet's got it as well. Matty Keen's got it. Yeah, so they've all got it.
It may just be the purple light. So I wonder if you can adjust that on the setup.
I don't know.
Contagious might be able to tell me if he's still on the YouTube. He does do a fair bit of the
But does he do
prototype.
night time though?
Yeah, but you would see it on the setup because I know the GT3s you can change that colour.
Okay. So Contagious, if you're in the YouTube chat, can you change the colour inside the LMP3?
That'd be cool if you could.
The sound of this car, this LMP3 just... I love the sound of this car. It sounds like a race car. It really does. It just sounds so good.
It definitely does.
It's like the Cadillac, the new LMDH Cadillac. That thing is just amazing.
I'm still going to hold off on buying that. I do want to get it, but I will hold off. Same as the LMP3. I don't know why. I do love prototypes, but I'm not a fan. Contagious hasn't tried yet.
Hasn't tried, so there you go.
It's something you might have to look into. One of the boys might have to when they're on a setup.
Jump on here. Jet Murray really come to grips with this car pretty quick tonight. He's really pushing he's really pushing Matty Keane for it. So
the question is Matty fuel saving?
Yeah, I don't know.
We know Matty Keane's the master of the fuel save, but in saying that, he hasn't done a 51.9. Well, 51.89. The quickest lap is a 51.82.
So just watching Jet here with his inputs on the wheel and just where he's picking the throttle up. I'm going to say he's done a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He would have had to. It'll be interesting. He's all over the back of Matty Keane, but is he burning them up? As he sends it down the inside.
Oh. That was some,
Matt won't be phased by that. He'll sit back, he'll save his fuel, save his tyres, and get him in the long run. Or is he going to send it back? Just shows the nose, makes him think, well, Jet goes a bit deep there. Look at Matty Keane, the master of showing the nose.
He's just pointing it and filling the mirrors and like, hey, what headlights you got?
Just keep thinking.
Matty bought it now. He's 4.7 seconds behind Dylan Gray, P3. Still a long ways to go though. We're only 14 minutes in out of an hour race, so yeah, we're still going to have pit stops. We're going to have all sorts of things going on.
Definitely is. It's who can fuel save and be able to drive it all the way to the end.
Jacques has got the two boys here right behind him. Well, this is for 2, 3 and 4 for the GT4 cars. Then
Yeah,
little
definitely turned
buttons.
into a battle.
Look at the little buttons, the colours and everything. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, the Porsche try and be special.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the... Oh, they try. They try.
They try. They try. No, it's good to see there's Porsche in the actual race as well tonight. We've got all 4 manufacturers for the GT4 on track.
We do actually, yeah. We do have more out there. But, the
And we have a
Mercedes
McLaren at the
and
front. Yeah, McLaren at the front.
and BMW at the rear.
Yeah.
Right where it should be.
No, wouldn't be if I was driving it.
Gotta wind you up, mate. Gotta wind you up. Kyle hasn't been able to make headway to Dougie Downs at all. He's now 5.5 seconds off the back. So he hasn't been able to make headway, so he's struggling a little bit tonight, Kyle.
Yeah, what if he's still, if he's got a bit of damage or something, taking a curve a bit too hard and bent something. As he gets a little bit loose there. I'm pretty sure he didn't actually have a setup for this track as well.
Well, that could be a bit of a disaster.
Yeah. Trying to find a setup that works might have been a bit difficult.
We'll get back to... Looks like the LMP3s are just catching up to Kyle Ridley now.
Catching up to the back of the field.
Dylan Gray's got past Matty Keane as well. Let's have a look at that pass. He's just set him up, just gone around the outside.
You probably find Matt hasn't thought that at all as well.
The
Rolled
pink
out
and
early.
green.
Yeah.
Kyle again.
Just wide.
Just running a little wide there, yeah.
Going to go wide. It's probably alright to go wide there. There is a lot of tarmac on the side.
It's a lot of runoff. That's the one thing I do like about this circuit, especially this version of the Nurburgring, is there is a lot of room. If you do make a mistake, there is a lot of runoff.
Yeah, definitely is.
But you need to stop yawning. You're going to make me start yawning. I fall asleep on the broadcast.
Been up early. Not as early as some people, but up nice and early to go to work.
Oh, Matty Boiler.
Just having a shocker, isn't he? Gets back up there and then loses it again.
So
As
big
we
flash
lose him.
there. Oh, and he's just caught too much of that curb. It's just
Oh, I wonder if that might have been the flash that sort of put him off.
maybe it might have been that connection drama.
Mm.
So Matty Boiler now back in the pit lane.
Yeah, it's an early stop, so he's definitely bent something. I reckon he's made the fence there.
So interesting fact, mate. Sean Bonucci is frog leg juiced.
Ooh.
So good to see the Frog Leg boys back out there this season. I do know a couple of them left, but it's so good to see them out there having a swing, mate.
Okay, good to see an international driver as well. We've got a couple in the league, and it's nice to see him out on track. And
Oh, that's who we're missing tonight, Nikita.
yes.
Nikita
Isn't he
Abramov.
Velocity?
Yeah, he is. Nikita Abramov is Velocity, so yeah.
You enjoy studying there, Tyler. Get those grades, get a good job.
So,
Find a girl, settle down.
no, here, I'm not sure if I can actually say anything, but Mr. Sheepy has been considering a couple of options for his studies and potentially going overseas for.
Ooh. Come on, Tyler, what are they?
I could tell you.
And are you taking
could
your
tell you.
rig?
I could tell you what they are, but that's up to Mr. Tyler.
It's
But,
up, it's
he was
his
talking
place
about
to
it.
take.
He was talking to me about it the other night, and I was like, well, that's not actually a bad option.
Yeah,
So
going
these dudes
overseas
now-
to study is pretty good.
10 laps, and the LMP3s have gotten right up into Jacques' territory now. That's Jordan Malcolm right there, so they are catching up.
Yeah. And the LMP3s, as we saw last week, create quite the draft and suction of the GT4s with what happened with Matty Keane and Dougie.
Yeah, interesting. So what are we now? Almost 20 minutes, so they'll probably put at least 3 laps on these GT4s tonight.
Yeah, they'll probably be lapping them as they're going over the finish line.
they'll be fighting for position there, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Notice Jet Murray, he's got that 1.1 second gap at the moment. Matty Keane sort of dropped off the back here, but hasn't dropped off the pace. They're all running roughly the same lap times. But probably find he may be fuel saving a bit and getting everything all set up nice and for the pit stop.
Yeah, I was going to say,
next
I
question.
wonder how much he's actually just planning ahead. Matty Boyle's had another shocker. This is
And he's already
after
been
he's
in
come
the
out
pit
of
lane.
pit. He's just after he's come out of pit lane. Yeah.
Can he make it to the end from here too?
Oh, possibly.
40 minutes, that's a long time for a prototype.
It's just that turn one. It's that
Just
shift.
rotated him again.
It's that shift downhill. If you've noticed, it's just as they put their foot on the brake going over that little crest, and it unsettles the rear locks of him and just spins. So it's just about, see this downhill bit right there. You just see the lights flicker on Matty's car. Just that little bump just unsettles the rear, and he's had some off tracks as well, Matty Boyle. He's not having a good night tonight at all, young Matty Boyle.
No.
So
All
a
right,
new
keep it
car,
off.
new car, and a dark track does not make for very good fun learning experience. Clearly,
It's a hard way to learn. Definitely the hard way to learn. It's a nighttime race in a new car.
but he's out here and he's having a go. I mean, that's all it's about. Man. It's about having a go. You don't have to be a Lewis Hamilton or a Max Verstappen. You just come out, you have a go, and you just see where you end up.
Yeah, definitely. You just got to sit back and be a Mick Schumacher Jr. or something at the moment and learn the car, learn the track. No shit, not.
So, Dougie Gowans here actually started to string some laps together. Now, 2:03.82 is his best lap, and that was on the last lap. So he's starting to string some things together.
Yeah,
Actually,
still doing 205s. Wonder if he's got damage.
don't know. Matty Wallet's in pit lane now. Actually going to go and see Dougie again on the weekend, and I think he wants to throw me in the motion ring, so that'll be interesting.
Or once you go to motion, you don't go back.
I don't know, mate. I can't necessarily have much of a choice on it.
Yeah.
But I have been looking at the haptic seat insert, the 8-motor seat pad for normal chairs. So I'm looking forward to essentially seeing what the haptic seat offers and see
I'm
what
just
the
looking forward
motion
to
is.
I myself am looking forward to a track racer rig maybe at the end of the year.
Ooh, upgrade.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. Upgrade to a better seat too.
Seat.
Probably a
What
bit
one with
more.
a donut in it? That doesn't hurt you back.
No. Something just with a little bit. The FGT seat, as nice as it is at the start, after a while, it's very hard. Not a lot of padding, not a lot of support because it's very flat.
Yeah.
It's more set up like an F1 type seat where they are straight and they're good when they kick back.
Oh, right, yeah.
But for GT racing, I want a bucket seat. Now, I know for a fact,
bucket seat.
one of the boys at SLM, Contagious, has a reclining one.
Oh, you've got to live the lap of luxury, mate, when you're...
Oh yeah.
When you're the Contagious one, mate, you've got to live in the lap of luxury. You've got to have the reclining bucket seat. None of this half-plate stuff.
Oh,
This battle is on.
We've just seen Sharks lose the position too.
Yeah, he's lost it to Dwayne.
Mr. Burnt.
You see Shane Bowen now really starting to put the pressure on as well. So the boys are starting to pick up the pace in the Porsche. Just taking a few laps to get it up to speed.
I'll be interested to see him.
Dale Jeffries just out of
All
nowhere.
right, Dale.
Oh, God.
That is a difference in the two cars, but like, he's there, then he's gone. Like, he's already down the road and disappeared.
But this...
So Matty Boyle is screen freezing. What if you're screen freezing?
Oh, request for tow.
Screen freeze has...
So we will throw our safety car banner up there. Well, we'll just have a look here because Matty Keane has been involved in something here and called for a tow.
No, I think it's before that because that's broken.
Looks like it's before that, but I'm not seeing.
Yeah, that is definitely broken.
Not seeing anything there that Matty Keane might have been involved in. So
I think it was when him and Boylett went past each other. Boylett's having some screen issues in that, and
this could open up, mate. This is now 25 minutes in, 35 minutes left. This could open up some flurry of pit stops and bringing people back onto...
safety car is away. Safety car will have to get around.
We have Tyrone Walsh now out there in the safety car. Oh, sorry, pace car, as we have called it. We've gotten away from the, the stereotypical safety car and league administration. Oh, there's Matty Keane facing the wrong way. Hello, mate.
Medikey now able to tow. Really interested to see what happened to Mr. Keane. Oh, Cam Hardwick has actually dropped out as well.
How soon, yeah. So Dale Jeffries, Jordan Malcolm Joyner, and Shane Bowen that all in pit lane.
So that was turn 1 on the lap Matty spun. Him and Boylet side by side coming into turn 1. Boylet's flashed and then just gone straight over the front right of Matty Keane's car.
Wow. Yeah, I just got a here. Just got a DM on Discord. Yep. Not happy. Issues going on there, so might also need to check that too, whether that's
It's Illinois. Good corner.
forward. So, what's going on here?
What happened to Jet Murray?
I don't know. I'm just watching now. Just looking now. He's literally just pulled over and stopped, yeah. I'm not sure what that's all about. All right. He's in pit lane though. Well, towing, I guess, is the showing Dylan Gray has crashed as well. I don't think he has. I think it's just he's gone into pit lane.
Hmm.
Unless he's crashed on the way into pit lane. He
Yep.
he has too. He's rotated in pit lane. Oh, Dylan Gray with a rookie mistake there. Paddy Keen's out. He's back in the action. So that actually brings Jordan Malcolm on the back of the safety car. And we know in these that you can't pass before the control line, so...
Yeah.
So we'll get Tyrone back around and he will vacate their pit lane. Matty Keen's going to struggle to get back to this.
Yeah, it definitely is. Just
trying to work out what's going on there. Like, I don't know what happened with Jet. He's gone by the look of it. Has he bounced?
Yeah.
Looks like Jet has bounced, yeah.
no, he's still in.
No, he's not showing up, dude.
Oh no, he's manually disconnected.
Yep, so he's
He did say he passed
No,
before
you had to
safety
go.
car.
All right, Jet. No, he's just in the YouTube channel. I was going to say he's gone. Where did he go? Because he just disappeared off the screen. All right, buddy.
We were wondering why you just called. My FFB cable fell out. It was like, ooh, that ain't good. Best luck there, mate.
Oh no! Actually, it's not the first time I've heard that this week. I've seen a couple of other groups that I'm in that guys are having issues with their setups.
Yeah,
one lost its power brick. One dropped an entire power brick.
Screen freezes, which caused the thing on the plane. Yeah, Matty, we saw that. I watched that replay.
So,
and it does. You flicker through, and then next thing you know, you're straight.
Yeah, we're gonna put change your nickname, Matty. We're gonna call you Matty 4G Boiler. We saw you at the start flashing on and off, on and off, on and off. And was like, oh, I hope that doesn't play a part in tonight. It was good to see you boys out there anyway.
Matty Boiler is on mobile network. We do know this.
4G, yeah.
But his internet's 9 times out of 10 the more reliable one. So it's weird for him to have that issue tonight, but unlucky, and it is what it is, unfortunately.
You need to watch Dale Jeffries here.
But Dylan Jeffries has to sit behind the safety car, doesn't he?
Dale Jeffries, he cannot pass until the control line. The control line is now passed, so they can actually they can there we go. He's got
Dylan?
No, I think they all did it. They did it right.
Control line at the start or finish at the pits?
I think it's control line top.
If it's a control line up top, yeah, Dylan's good.
So PC issues, I think it's because it's night time. Yeah, it does draw a little bit more on the resources, Matty, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the shadowing.
It's the shadows. Yeah. Could suggest go and turn some options down, or change some of them from high to low. But I'm guessing being on the 4G network, you've probably already done a lot of those anyway. So we'll continue just to sit here and watch Ducky Gowans and just wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll see you back out next week, mate. Ducky Gowans has come out after this and started to look really pacey now. He seems a little more confident. Yeah, he seems a little more confident. Who's that? That's Cam Harvick. You got it as low as possible. Don't worry, mate. I know the feeling, dude. I know the feeling. It's I get it, dude. It's hard.
I love the fact he just calls it a potato graphic. That's great. It's the perfect thing for it.
That is exactly what they are, mate. I've had so many issues with my PC in the recent past and graphics, so I understand completely what he's saying. So
you replaced some stuff and you still had issues.
Oh, mate. I've got 2 GPUs in my computer and I still can't do things properly. I've got two RTX 2060 Supers in my computer, and I still can't get things to work properly.
So I've got the 3070 Ti, and for some reason I can only run my iRacing at 120.
What's your refresh rate in one of them?
1.
No, as in, is it a 60 hertz or 120 hertz, 144?
No, 144. 144 hertz, one microsecond refresh rate.
Okay, that's interesting.
4K.
I get 120 out of mine.
Yeah, but it won't let me do any more than 120.
I can actually push to 144.
Any other game, it's through the roof. Just iRacing just doesn't like my computer.
Even if it's higher than that, you still won't get it because the monitor's only reading 120 or 144 anyway. Yeah.
But it's a bit of a pain, but she is what it is.
Chasing the 2 cold light balls down, mate, and they have actually taken second and third now after those pit stops. So given the fact that we've only got 23.5 minutes left, potentially looking at a new podium.
Yeah, Matt Keane is 45 seconds off the back of Dylan Gray. So he is on the lead lap after the incident and everything.
It's a lot to go there because you've got Sean Bonici, Dale Jeffries, and then Dylan Gray. So you can see Dale Jeffries and Dylan Gray. No, sorry. Looks like Sean Bonici.
Sean and Jeffries going to start battling.
Dylan Gray is going to stretch that lead from all these boys fight. So he's just doing his thing.
He's just going to do his thing and just walk away at the moment.
Matty Keane's got a fair bit of chasing to do. Yeah, actually, I think they do, mate.
It is a bit of an issue. Even tonight, I got on tonight and I had to recalibrate my whole steering setup. My wheels and pedals had to be recalibrated.
Yeah, I don't know what it is
But they
lately.
were working perfectly fine last time.
Yeah, that's, I was going to say, there's just things that happen with iRacing. I don't know what it is, why it is, but yeah, just, it's weird.
I call it eye glitching.
It took me ages to figure out how to get the 120 stable on my computer.
Yeah.
And now that I've got it, I don't want to lose it. Dylan Gray's just got in the 49-second bracket, 49.89.
He has dropped the hammer.
Dylan Gray has gone, boys, I'm checking out.
He's done the old Eric Cartman.
6 seconds up the road, and he is flying.
Yeah, he's gone.
But Sean and Dale here, these two are having a cracking battle now. If this goes a little pear-shaped, Matty Keane could very well get back into this.
Yeah. Oh, definitely could.
Matty Keane is not that far away in theory.
Oh, Whitney is disconnected as well.
I was going to say I'd lost Kyle on the STK.
Another driver disconnecting. Cam unlucky with the dropout and then reconnected.
So Cam's back on track though.
Yeah.
Kyle Ridley is not. Matty Keane is now about to encroach on the back of the GT4
Dougie
field.
Gowans. He's coming up on the back of Dougie here.
Yeah, he sure is, Mr. Gowans. So Matty Keane's going to blast through these guys, and then his next one will be Cam Hardwick. Yeah, so you're looking at Sean Bonici, Dale Jeffries here having a ripper battle. But we have seen it doesn't take much for these cars to get unsteadied and take off.
Matty Keane is actually chasing him down at the second lap at the moment.
He's pulling time. He is
It's
making
just
time.
not going to be enough time.
Oh, I don't know, 20 minutes, mate.
Yeah, but he needs to make like 2 seconds a minute.
Nah. Have faith, mate. Have faith. No, again, it's gonna. It probably will definitely take something to go pear-shaped here for first Dale or Sean to bring Matty back into it. But if we do get a three-way battle for the podium, it could be rather interesting.
Definitely will be. Yeah, it does help to have some pretty good RAM and a nice CPU, but not everyone can afford that, unfortunately.
You're right.
Well, I'm lucky enough, like my computer itself, I actually got through work. So I got my full gaming setup paid for by work because I could work from home for a little bit if needed.
See, that's cheeky. That's cheeky.
My boss let me build, custom built.
So you went all out, mate. I see. I got mine done just before the 30 series cards became a thing.
Yeah.
So I got the 2060 Supers right at the top of their window. So Matty Keane's now on the back here of Sharks. He's already starting to claw his way through. Up the inside, and away you go.
He's just held up on the back of Jarrett. It doesn't take him long.
And these
Jarrett gives him lots of room.
Dwayne and Shane coming right up here. So again, pick his moment.
He's going to shoot past these two. Most likely going down the straight.
Oh,
He'll get one before.
he's got them both. Now he's on
One
after
down.
Jordan. Will he get Jordan before the end of the show? I think he might.
yeah.
No, I don't think he will.
No, I don't think he's going to.
Jump back to the other battle. Sean and Dale here.
Okay, that's for the hairpin.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Eddie Keane still hasn't gotten Jordan yet. Burns just passed Bowen. The teammates changing spots there.
Good like that.
Jordan Rackham will wait to that. So, yep, you go up inside there, Mr. Keane. And
Yep.
Matty sets
I
out.
don't want to be involved in yours. I'll let you go.
He's now set out after Cameron Hardwick. So, to keep our fingers on that and see how he goes. But, yeah, Shane Bowen and Dwayne Burns swap positions there. We've got a bit of a look. So, oh, yeah, one went off to the right-hand side there. Just a little bit of... Just a little bit extra track out there, mate. But
He bowled that one wide.
look at those cars, mate. Look how good they look.
They look good. They
Red
do
and
look
black. Little Porsche Cayman.
good. They look good of a daytime too. Be able to
Can't
see the
wait to
complete livery.
Can't wait to see it in the daytime. They look amazing. Speaking of daytime, mate, next week off to Jerez for two 45-minute races. They're going to be daytime. They will be
daytime
races.
with pit stop.
Yep.
The 45-minute does allow the pit stop.
Off to
The
Jerez.
30 minutes designed not to. There's some cracking events coming up for this course.
Oh, that's terrible. But, hey, Andrew.
Mate, you leave those bombers alone, alright?
Andrew,
Yeah.
got a little insight for you for tomorrow night as well.
Yeah.
I hear it that Mr. Sheafy has been getting some quiet tutoring out at Knock Hill over the last week and has maybe found about 2 seconds pace.
Well, he better
So we-
put it on pole
we
because
go-
it's going to be so hard to pass.
We go to Knock Hill tomorrow night for our tin top, and Tyler might put on a bit of a show. He's got a little he's got a little bit of footage there of him one wheeling up through the hill on the chicane. So
It's alright.
he's
Tyler's learning limits.
he's been
Bagging
getting
out the
some,
bombers is definitely a limit that's going to get you in trouble.
so yeah, we be on the lookout for Mr. Tyler Sheaf tomorrow night.
Yeah, would hate to put the commentator's curse on him.
That's why I want to do it tonight, not yeah, no, he's been getting some quiet tutoring and hearing that it's paying off. So good to see how he goes. I'll be watching him. And
He's got
following
good old
closely.
grandpa in his ear.
Actually, not grandpa, mate. So it's actually not grandpa
yet.
in his ear. Nah, not grandpa in
Not
his ear.
yet. Too young to be grandpa.
Yeah, that's right. Although, depends. We'll have to see how he goes tomorrow night.
Yeah, if he doesn't do well, you're going to have to sack him. Sack that tutor to Chiefy if
I
you
reckon
don't do well.
I reckon Chiefy.
Sack the tutor or get his missus to teach you how to drive.
that's right. Well, this is a nice little battle pack here, Jacques, Shane and Dwayne. This is for 2, 3 and 4 in class, so this is a good little battle pack here. We're just under 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, I was going to say 15 minutes to go.
Where is Evan Keane? He's chasing down Cameron Hardwick, and it looks like Sean has gotten past Dale and bolted. So has Sean...
Yep. Sean has checked out.
This is the pass here, so this is
Oh,
we're on the outside.
Or
Around the outside, he just made that stick. Oh, and he's come straight back at him. Oh, look at the move.
And got the inside for the hairpin, which set him up.
So he did get him, got away. So Sean gotten away in the Frog League Juiced LMP3.
Yeah, good to see Rugby back on track.
Where is Mr. Keane? Mr. Keane is way back down here.
Yeah, he's 34 seconds off the back of Dale at the moment.
He's not far away. He's chasing Cameron Hardwick through here. But he's almost flat out there. He didn't even lift. He's just said that.
He is a man on a mission.
He was just
His
about.
last lap was a 50.6. Let's see what he does this lap.
I was about to say that, man. He is on
49.9.
49.93.
Wow,
Matty
that is a
King
man on a
is
mission.
not hanging around for the show afterwards, folks. He has got something to prove.
Yes. Jeffries did a 52.7, which is a solid lap. Even Sean at 50.9. Matty King went, nah. 49.93. Even Dylan Gray did a 49.90 that lap. So the SLM cars are both definitely set up nicely.
Yeah, they're working very well, aren't they? That's Cameron Hardwick on screen right there. So he's put up to the back.
Cam's a few laps down. Had a few issues tonight. The hardware and then the disconnect, and now back. At least he gets back out, gets on it.
And at least he's not going to be by himself for too long because you'll have Matty Keane there for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely will. So whether or not it's the one corner or four corners, the way Matty's driving,
Yeah, that's right.
he is hauling. By the last lap, he was almost 6 seconds the lap quicker than Cam. Cam might learn it. Like if he stay behind Matty for a sector or two, he might learn a few lines from him. And
Yeah, I think. Oh, Cam just bailed
Cam
out of
just
that.
does
He
like
just,
he's
yeah,
like, no,
he's
I'm
just
gone.
like, yeah, you go on,
Gives him
sir.
a flash of thank you, and
So Dale Jeffries now back here. P3 in class. Again with a 52.58 last lap. So Matty King 3 seconds to the positive there. So this will be interesting if he can pull this back. We do have 11 minutes, just under 11 minutes left in the race tonight, folks. And it's been a stellar tonight. Dylan Gray putting on an absolute clinic once again. 15 seconds up the road.
definitely is. This is going to work in the favour of Dylan's hands as well in the championship.
Yeah, he'll definitely be up there, and looks like he's really suited to this LMP3. He's really enjoying the way it rolls and rides and everything like that. So it looks like he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's, just trying to look for the standings, and I don't actually have access to the standings. Didn't come up on
they've been updated as yet.
No, that's
If
alright.
that's happened, they should be done by the weekend, hopefully. So just other issues have caused time to be taken away. So
Yeah.
looking now as Dylan approaches Mr. Gowans.
Dougie looking good in that McLaren.
He's starting to put some laps together. He has run a 203.05, so again, not a bad time. And he's running a 203.44 last lap. So again, really found some pace, but sadly,
Sharks is still on the back of Sean as well. Bowing.
Yeah, they are pushing. This is where the battle's going to be tonight. As we come into the
10 minutes
last,
to go.
last 10 minutes.
Who's got the tyres to keep going?
I don't know if it's a tyre issue, mate. It's going to be one of these situations where it's just who makes the least amount of mistakes in the last 10 minutes. Who makes the least mistakes, given the fact that Jacques can see both positions here. If either of these cars makes an error, it could just open up the door.
Yeah, definitely could.
Oh, he's
it'd be
looking
good for
now.
Jacques getting on there.
He was looking.
Jacques put another SLM car on the podium.
So there goes Dylan Gray.
Yeah, it does a flyby. See, boys, I'm out.
It's a shame you can't catch the draft of those LMP3s, eh?
Oh, you can, but you can't. Like, if you're coming into a somewhat of a braking zone, then you're already in the draft of another car, you can flip behind the LMP3 or even an LMP2 if you're racing with them and get that little bit of extra pull.
Yeah.
But it has to be timed absolutely perfectly.
Jark's back to first gear for turn 1, just
rotating it around. Keeps it in second.
just trying to squeeze it. He's just trying to press up to these boys.
Down in the first gear there as well. Quick short shift to second gear.
Oh,
He holds those reds
it
out.
sounded like that picked up almost like a false neutral then. Sounds like it just sort of held between two gears. This is the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Jacques Swanepoel, Shane Bowen and Dwayne Burns. This is for the podium. Jordan Martin has checked out and said, bye-bye, see you later.
Matty Keane has pulled it down to 23 seconds with almost 4 seconds that lap.
So 49.80. Dylan Gray went a 49.72. The two SRM boys are throwing laps down. Matty's just kind of had the good run though. He's just been out by himself. He's been able to focus on what he's doing. Just gets out and hits it. Dale Jeffries is not that far away, dude. And we've been catching up to these slower cars. And by slower cars, I mean GT4, not slower cars as in anything more, but we've been catching up here.
It slows them down a little bit more.
Potentially could give them a little bit more of a breather. Because if you catch these cars at the wrong point, you can't pass. You've got to fall in behind, and you lose that advantage over your competitor. But if you catch them in the right spot, like down here, really easy to just like we just see by Sean as he takes off down for all three cars on the pit straight. So
yeah, where you catch traffic can end up giving you a really good run or not. That's pretty much
gone
one
wide.
of the boys going wide. Oh, these boys are going to start inter-team battling by the looks of it.
That was Dwayne just getting a little bit wide on the exit of 2 there. Sorry,
We had a
exit
bit
of
of
1.
a pull from the LMP3 going into 1, which offset what he was doing.
Jacques sounded a really good exit there.
Wow, Matty Keane a 49.5 compared to Dale Jeffries 53.0.
But it's up in red. Hasn't actually registered, so it's showing best for Matty King's at 49.8, but last up was at 49.5, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Means he had an off track.
I was going to say he might have gained a little advantage in an off track there, but
Yeah. You look at the top speed for the lap too. Matty King's top speed for that lap was 252 kilometres. All the other boys are 242 and 243.
he's squeezing a bit more out of his car.
Absolutely flying. And I'm not sure where they read that. I think that's the end of the main straight is the top speed that they get for the lap. Or
Bring
it's
up
as they
his,
flick through the kink.
speed on the screen for you guys as a reference for the cars that we jump on board with. Where will Matty King
Watch Matty King take this last section.
Watch the speed as we come up here. So he's 200 now, 210, 220, 230. Is he going to smash through here?
Slight lift. Wow, you look at that. I'm interested to see how Dale and that are taking that corner as well. And how much speed they're using, because he did that at 180 plus K. So it's 250 through there. It's Dylan Gray just sets the fastest lap of a 1:49.54.
The kid is flying, mate. And Matty Keane's 16 seconds out behind Dale Jeffries. Dale
John
is
knocking
actually,
over 4 seconds off that lap.
he's actually caught in amongst the GT4s right now. Sean is gone. Sean's checked out. Dylan's gone. We know that. With 3 minutes left on the clock. It's going to be over before we know it, but yet Dale's caught in behind Jordan Malcolm here. So it's going to be interesting where he gets to Jordan, because whether he can make it quickly or not. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Look, he just had to back out of it then. Look. Oh, he's had to slow up again. Oh, did that give Matty King
Kane's about to hit Dougie. So this is where it's going to be interesting, is how Matty gets through this field. He's going to get past Doug real easy. Slows it down a little bit, takes the inside and gone. Now he's got the three boys battling in front of him.
He's got the three boys. He's got the Sharks and the two Cobra boys. Oh, hold on.
Sharks is in third.
Shane Bowen has dropped back. Sharks had picked him off.
Yeah. So Sharks might even pick
The
up
Sharks
Burns.
may get...
Oh, Matty King's had an incident.
Oh, no. Just went off track.
That just ruined his good run.
That just ruined... Oh, it's just last
Too
year.
much curb.
Yeah,
too much
just
curb.
a little bubble, yeah. Just a little wiggle.
We watched him push it lap after lap. Something was bound to give.
So, yeah, nothing we could do there. Poor Matty. He just got caught out in that.
Yeah, just a little bit of too much curb, and
The battle's still raging. These three boys here. See Sharks get the P3. Again, 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Will we see Sharks stay there, or will we see Shane just fight back and steal that,
As
that
Dylan
podium spot away?
Dylan should come around now and get the white flag. Yep. You should have the white flag now. Less than a minute over the start-finish line.
I'm not seeing white flag on my end.
I don't think you do on a
look.
timed race until it hits the mark.
So here goes the boys. Where do they end or finish up?
Yeah, is Sharks going to make the move in a second, or is he just going to sit behind?
I think if he's got the run, I think he's going to go for it, mate. We know what Sharks is like. We know he's hard and fast, but we also know he's clean. He won't do anything that's going to disadvantage another driver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bang. Oh.
A little tap. Giving a few love taps there.
That was to help Shane, I think. I think that was a bit of a team game there. Nothing wrong with that. Grayson.
No. Sharks going to have the inside for turn one.
Oh.
Holds it on the inside.
Absolutely. Look at the boys fighting here. This is phenomenal racing to finish this round out. Dylan Gray is just going to come up. We'll jump on board with Dylan Gray. We will get ourselves set up for what will be the final lap. This will be checkered flag when he comes around.
He goes flying through there as well. Him and Matt through that last
49.54, best lap of the race.
What's he do this lap to finish it?
He just rolled out of that one.
48.89.
So he got into the 48, so that's a fantastic battle. We'll jump straight back here. Look at these three boys. They are line astern, so close. How do they finish off? It is going to be Shane Bonici and Dale Jeffries going to round out our podium for the LMP3s. But this is where the battle is.
Did get back past them.
This is where the battle is, Andrew.
Yeah, it
Little
definitely is.
couple corners to go.
Sam about to come onto the straight. This is where Jarks is going to have to
look
make
at
his
Jarks.
move.
Jarks has got a really good run there.
Does he have to run up the straight through the kink?
Got to be there.
Takes it very wide after the kink. Flicks it through the chicane.
Oh, got to get under him. Got to get under him. Get under him. Oh, he just parked him right
A
there.
little tap.
Oh, he just parked him right there too.
Burns nicely done
that's
parking
Dwayne
Jarks
Burns.
there for the...
Yeah, that's going to be the Jordan
Good
Malcolm,
racing
Dwayne
flash
Burns
to the
and
lights.
Jacques Swanepoel for P3 tonight. Dean Bowen is going to bring home P4. Dougie Gowns is going to get a top 5 in class. So congratulations, Dougie Gowns as well. Wow,
Yeah,
what
definitely.
a finish, mate. Those three boys are in the GT4. They were moving. They were having a nice little battle there. That was interesting.
Yeah, good battle. I think Cam Harvick might need to recruit Dougie for some LMP3 training as well.
So it's interesting.
Cam does all right, depending on what he's driving. He's doing all right learning a new car out there. Should be very interesting. As the boys have finished.
We don't know if Dougie knows how to drive those yet. It's
Dougie
interesting.
can drive anything if you give him 5 minutes to learn it.
So we've got Jacques and I think it's Dale Jeffries are still out there on the circuit. They're just coming back around. So once we get our podiums in, we'll have a quick discussion with them, and we'll.
Dylan's starting to do circle work on the main straight.
Dylan's trying to pretend like he's SVG and knows how to do skids. Oh,
Yeah,
and he's just belted the
Hit
wall.
the wall. Oh, he's damaged the rear end of the SLM
he's just
LMP3.
smashed the wall.
That's
Dylan
coming out of
Gray.
his budget. His bumper budget is huge, I tell you.
Well, he goes through more than anybody on the team, I reckon.
Oh,
I think he goes through more parts than anybody.
yeah, more motors. At least when he blows his motor, he normally does it doing a victory burnout.
So we've got Jordan Malcolm up in the green room waiting for the other boys to jump on in. Dylan, Sean and Dale. So there's Dale Jeffries up in there now. So if we can get one of the other positions in the green room, it'll be really good.
We know Dylan's slow to get in the green room.
We know Dylan's Dylan, mate.
He takes his time, young kids.
But we need Sean in there as well. We need to get Sean in there to come and have a chat.
There.
Otherwise, we might just have a chat to whoever we've got in there. And
It's Sean. Sean's
that's
just jumped
Sean.
in.
Yeah, so that's Sean and Dale. So what we might do, we might bring in Dale. We might talk about LMP3 field first. What do you reckon, Andrew?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Except for our leaders sitting over in SLM at the moment.
Because he's a good kid.
So Sharks, they're both sitting there.
Of course they are. Oh, and what's about? I'm not going to be able to get a replay either. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get a replay. Okay, all right. Let's get Dale in here and let's turn on this. Dale Jeffries, mate. Congratulations, P3. How was it out there tonight in a dark Nurburgring GP circuit?
A lot of fun, mate. I didn't have the pace for P3, but something happened up ahead. But the guys were doing really quick times. I was watching Matthew Keane behind me. He was going quick, but fortunately the race ended before he caught me. So I'm sort of pretty pleased with the result, really.
Yeah, he's a very quick driver. He does like his prototype driving, and
yeah, very impressive. So I didn't have anywhere near that pace, but if you just got to keep going. I don't know what happened that caused the safety car, but worked in my favour, so all good.
A screen freeze and a car went over the top of Matty Keen's car. That's how he ended up behind you.
Oh well, you got to take them as they come, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely do. How do you enjoy the night racing? But something different?
Yeah, I didn't mind it actually. I did a bit of Spa 24-hour on the weekend, so I did a bit of night running there. So I was unusually wise enough to crank my brightness up before the start of the race, so that helped a bit. So it was good to have something different. Actually, I think it's a good idea.
It definitely is. Sorry.
You're right there, Andrew. So now we've seen you in a few races now. What is it you normally like to race? What's your go-to? Where are you sort of comfortable in?
I'm not comfortable in anything, but I like open wheelers. I love Formula 3 Radical, but there's not a lot of races for those sort of things, like league races. So I just like the LMP2, and I'm getting to like this LMP3. I've got to find some pace a bit, but I just like the feel of it. It's a nice agile car. It feels like a race car, and I think to go quick you need to drive it well. So so bring it on. I'd much prefer that to a GT3 or something like that. But yeah, they're all good. But I like race cars.
Very nice, very nice.
Get you on a Friday night.
Yeah, I was going to say we need to get him out in the Formula Ford, I reckon.
I love Formula Fords. It's just it's the old story. What night can you do? But the Ray 1600. It's a pretty cool car. So I enjoy that. As I said, love the F3. Any of those sort of lower level open wheel cars. You can have some pretty good racing, but there's not a lot of good solid league stuff for them. But this series is good. A few more people would be good. We had a few more in the LMP3 tonight, so that's good to see. And it's a well-run series, so hopefully we can get more people fronting up. That'll be good to see. I think the checkered flag guys are doing a good job, so good on them.
Thanks for that.
Glad you.
Yeah, it's just a new one that will grow. Hopefully it grows as big as our Formula Fords, which is 20-plus car grid every week.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's great to see, actually. Yeah, it's really good. People need to support it.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does. So what keeps you coming back, man? You shout out the sponsors and all that?
Oh, well, I'm in Tech 1, so Sharp EIT. Julian Mookie's normally here, but he couldn't front tonight for some reason. So those boys... they take care of me pretty well. So, very happy in that team.
No, sweet.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you'll see me fronting every week. Yeah, and I'll try to jump in the Formula Fords. I'll try to get a night off for that. And I was trying to do a bit of the NASCAR trucks as well, but I need to front back at that. They're a bit of a weapon as well.
They're definitely a handful and a completely different beast to drive.
Yeah, so I need to spend a bit more time behind the wheel of those. But there's only so many nights of the week, unfortunately. But I love my sim racing. It's good stuff.
No, thanks for that. Yeah, we'll let you get back out there and go to the race review. I don't know if there is much of a race review tonight.
Hopefully we get to see you out on Friday night, though, mate. It'd be good to get Julian to take the workload, mate. Come and have a run in the Formula Ford.
Yeah, I'd like to give that a go. I'll try to slot that in. But yeah,
no worries.
But yeah, thanks to the checkered flag guys. They're doing they're trying to do a really good thing. And I just hope people support them and do the right thing by them. So, and I've got no complaints with the guys I'm racing with in this class. Everyone's pretty respectful. So, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, no, well done, mate. All right, congratulations on P3, Dale, and we'll see you next time out on track.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, boys.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Bye.
All right, let's get in Sean. Sean, congratulations, mate. P2 tonight. I don't want to butcher your last name, so I won't even attempt it, mate. But how was that for you tonight, Nurburgring in the dark?
Pretty good. Lack of practice. Preparing for Spa 24, so this was the first time in the car at this track, so it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, not too bad. We pick up the accent, mate. It's not something we're used to around CFR. We see the American flag. What part of the US are you racing from?
Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, pretty good.
Way up there.
So
Way
what time
out
is
there,
it
mate.
at the moment there?
2:58 a.m.
Wow, dedication. I love it.
I was waiting for you to ask that question.
I've always been a night owl. I've got 2 kids that are really young, and so I stay up all night with them. I spent 15 years on graveyard, so it's just kind of the shift that I prefer, and it works out pretty well. My team is Australian based, so I get to race with all them too, so it works out pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, so we see you joined up just recently, mate. And what was your feeling out there tonight with the GT4s and the LMP3s?
It felt pretty good. I'd been steadily looking for different leagues that had LMP3s, and I was watching Jacques. He came from Frog Leap Juice Racing before he moved on to another team, and I was watching him, and I'm like, hey, let me sign up for that series. That looks fun. Yeah, the LMP3s have been a great addition to the platform, and I fell in love with them.
Yeah, definitely have been. They've been a good low level. Oh, they're technically an open wheel car, I believe.
No, they're prototype.
Yeah.
Well,
They're prototype.
They're prototype. Their class is open wheel, I believe.
Oh,
So,
I wouldn't think that.
They,
open wheel.
it's a good stepping stone to LMP2, which I was terrified to drive, and since I've dabbled a little bit, but LMP3, GT3 is my main cars of choice, and it felt good to get back into the saddle of the LMP3. It's one of my favorites.
So you mentioned the Spa 24 hour. Did you actually compete at that on the weekend?
Yes, I did. My team and I finished P3.
Oh, there we go. So races,
Which was
mate.
it was pretty good.
Yeah, we had a few teams within CFR that were out there competing on the weekend. So it was it's good to hear the stories and see what's going on. But well done, mate. That was probably a stellar drive and good result as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
it was
tonight,
great. Being able to actually finish one with no damage or no issues by anybody, it was fantastic.
yeah, you got to love it when it all comes together like that.
Yeah,
Right.
it was well worked, that's for sure.
Well, mate, great. It's time to give those shout outs to your sponsors and team and all that kind of stuff, and let us know who keeps you coming back.
Yeah, I'll be back hopefully next week. Like I said, I got 2 young kids that one of them's a month old, and then I've got a year and a half old. Our sponsors, first of all, Frog Leap Juice Racing, glad to be a part of the team. Juiced Energy, Simrigs.com, Racecraft, Hyperion Systems, the Pet Door Company, and Eddie's PC Repairs. All wonderful sponsors, and couldn't do it without them.
So look at that, Andrew. He's got it just nailed, mate. It didn't even need to
Got it nailed better than the other boys had it.
I was going to say. That was great. No, well done, mate. Congratulations on P2 tonight, and hopefully we'll see you challenge up the front next week.
Yeah, hope so. Hope to be there. Jerez is one of my newly favorite tracks, and I'm looking forward to it.
You probably have a good battle with Matty Keane then, because I hear he loves Jerez, and that's a little personal favourite of his.
Definitely does.
So it could be on next week. I think it'd be a nice little battle up the front. We can't wait to see it.
I'm hoping so.
Well done, Sean, and we'll see you next week, mate.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get the kid in here.
Oh, do we have to? Unmute your mic and your headset. There we go.
Dylan Gray, I've just had word from the manager that your bumper bar repair cost is coming out of your salary.
No.
Yeah,
we saw the celebratory spin into the wall. You did the old Will Davison up at Townsville. We saw that, mate. Can't get away from it. So
Yeah,
boss is not happy about that.
I thought you were talking about the spin into pants.
Oh,
We saw
yes, we
that
caught
too.
that too.
We see everything, young fella.
Hey, how was your night, mate? We've spoken to you a fair bit over the last week, but take us through tonight, mate. Nurburgring GP in the dark. Bit of fun.
I hate night racing. I
I
absolutely
knew that
hate
was
it.
coming.
If I have no cars around me, I struggle. But somehow I did not struggle because I don't know why.
Are you?
I think you got a bit lucky not having Matty Keane behind you for the second part of that race.
Oh, I think it would have been me and Matt repeat last week in the second race.
He was hauling behind you. Luckily, you got the fastest lap there at the end.
No, he would have got it if he didn't
Rotate.
get an off track.
No, you would
Get
have
an
got
off
it,
track.
mate. You got it at the end last lap, 48.89.
Oh, yeah.
You got it on the last lap there, so he wouldn't have got it off yet. So a few more bragging rights there.
Yeah, if I didn't do the 48, he would have got it if he didn't get an off track because he did a 49.
5. Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah.
We were watching, but yeah. But no, mate,
That last lap,
it's all your
that
race
last lap
tonight.
was just that last lap. I was just pushing it, win it or bin it. I was just going for with the last lap.
I mean, you don't want to bin it on the last lap, mate, because you would have thrown it all away. But hey, look, it paid off. You got to the end. Got a
Yeah,
nice
it paid
cheeky little
off.
win again.
Yeah, another win. Hopefully, I'm in front of Matt now, so more bragging rights.
That was not You did see where you are next week, didn't you?
No.
You're off to
Jerez.
Jerez, yeah. Yeah, that changed the tune pretty quick.
I haven't done a lap for it around there yet.
And that is one of Matty's favourites.
You better get some practice in for next week,
You
Dylan.
think that boy was quick this week? You watch him next week.
I think he's going to bring his A game next week, even for the rest of the season.
He's probably A, B, C, and Z, mate. So you're on watch now, buddy. So the target's very well on your back right now for the LMP3 title, mate. But look, we won't hold you up. There is a review in process, and you got a team to celebrate with, mate. So give us who the shout-outs are for your team, sponsors, all that kind of stuff.
Matt keeping me cool in Discord because it got a bit heated with certain drivers. SLM and also CFR for putting on the races and broadcasts.
No, very welcome, mate. Good
Very
job
welcome,
tonight.
man. And we'll shoot you back out there and enjoy the night with Matty and the review.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
enjoy, mate. We'll see you back out tomorrow night.
Nope, drop round tomorrow night.
You're not
Oh.
available.
I don't like Knockhill. It's got to be drop round.
Stop being a little baby and
There
get
you go,
on track.
Tyler. If you're in the chat, you've already got Dylan beat, mate. So he's chickened out. He's
Tyler's-
thrown the white flag up.
Tyler's throwing down some good numbers, man. You been for battle with him?
Yeah.
I can't drive that track. I've done that. I've tried to do that many laps. I just struggle.
Yeah, it is one of those. It's a go-kart track.
It is a go-kart track. It's just going to be carnage.
It'll be a lot
Yeah,
of fun,
we'll
mate. We'll have fun up
I'm
here,
gonna-
mate.
Yeah, I might just sit in here tomorrow night. I don't know.
No.
You
The
will be
door's
on
locked to
track.
you, mate. You're only allowed in here when you win, all right?
You'll be on track. You can't resist not having a challenge in front of you.
No, I'm going to say this. 95% of the races tomorrow night will be under safety car.
Nah.
No
No way, mate. No way.
Yep.
Good drivers can navigate that
be
track,
right.
mate. We'll see.
The challenge is set for you, buddy.
Yeah, but good job
I want
tonight,
to be
mate.
there.
Good job
You
tonight,
are.
P1.
But
and,
we'll shoot you back out.
we'll see you on
Have a good
Friday
one.
then for Formula Forward, no doubt.
Yep.
Cool. All right, buddy. Have a good one.
See ya.
All right. Let's go down. Let's bring in Jacques and have a chat.
Sharks or
Jacques, P3.
Oh, yeah, only just.
P3. Not quite where you were hoping for, mate, but still not a bad result.
No, it was. I started with too much fuel. Firstly, that had a bad quali. Then started with too much fuel, and then did my pit stop just as the safety car got pulled. So my fuel calc also was wrong, so I still carried too much fuel. So it took me a good while to burn all of the fuel off, and then I could start catching, because you could see the Porsches, they were just on the straight, just pulling away, and I knew they were lighter on fuel than I was. I mean, they obviously started with like 15 kilos less, just on the full tank. So, and their burn rate's obviously different, so all that extra weight didn't help. So once I started getting under 36 litres, I was able to catch up and stay with them. But yeah, it's hard to pass on this track if you don't get a good setup. And unfortunately for me, coming out of the chicane, I was carrying a bit more speed. The door was open. We weren't on the braking zone yet, so I sent it and made it stick. But yeah, it was the one chance I think I had to get a position, and then Dwayne was actually very, very sneaky and backing up the last corner, so I could never carry the speed through and get around him. So I had to try and go around the outside, which then made me vulnerable to Shane again. So yeah, you pick your battles, right?
Yeah. We did see Dwayne was just playing that little apex parking game as we see it in racing. You just slow it up on the apex and give the car behind nowhere to go. But I mean, that's all part of the racing, though, isn't it? That's what makes it all the more fun and all the more challenging.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. I would have liked a top two, but as I said, I think Jordan was sandbagging, as you could see with his pace. I expected there was a bit of sandbagging going on. So he's definitely fast in that Macca. So we'll get better as the season goes on. I've definitely improved from where we started the season, and this is really my first season in the car. So for the first season, I'm not too unhappy with the ability of getting the car around the track and being competitive. But hopefully we'll pick up some pace as we go through.
Yeah, well, on to Jerez next week. So that's probably going to be a little more suited to the flow of the circuit rather than a stop-start kind of more like this circuit was. So maybe next week will be a different story. You can get a bit more of a run-on effect there.
Yeah, the Mercedes really likes the flank corner. So it really, it's bulky and big. It likes the flowing tracks, and it doesn't like braking that much. Really crappy on a turn in. But if you can control it, and that's the other thing I had to try and do is save the tires, because if you overdrive it, you'll kill the tires in no time flat. And what I realized is the other guys, I made them work for the position when they were behind me, which meant they burned through their tires a bit more. So at the end, I was able to easily catch up to them because my tires, I was able to carry more speed through the corners. But alas, I couldn't get that second position. And when Jordan made a mistake, I was able to catch up to him, but then he just pulled away again. So we'll see. We'll try and rectify that later in the season.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, mate, we'll get these shout-outs off you, mate. Tell us who keeps you coming back and racing and bringing you out each week.
As always, I want to thank SLM Motorsport for the team and all the support we're getting. And thanks to you guys, as always, for an amazing broadcast.
Well, we thank you for that, Jacques. And I would say on to Jerez next week, so it should be a good one for you, hopefully, and see if we can maintain this battle with yourself, Shane and Dwayne there at Jerez.
Yeah, it looks to shape up to a good GT4 battle for the season. So I think Jordan, unless we can find some pace, he's going to probably run away with it. But we'll see. It's still early in the season.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, mate. We'll let you get out of here and go and enjoy that podium. And we'll see you when you're next out here with us.
All good. Thanks.
Thanks, Jacques.
See you, Sharks.
Cheers.
All right, mate. Well, it is one of the newcomers. One of the newcomers to the league, Dwayne Burns, mate. Congratulations, P2 tonight, GT4. How was that?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was quite a tough race, to be honest. I haven't driven GT4s much, and they're a bit of hard work, and Jacques certainly made it hard for me, so I was sweating a bit.
Yeah, we were just talking to Jacques, and he said you were playing the little, what we call the Apex parking game right there near the end at the end of the lap. So made it very hard to get the run out of that corner and down the straight. So again, just those little games and just the little things that you play, trying to just hold position there.
Yeah, like it was tough to hold him off. So you know, and I knew I'd seen him go for a dive on Shane on the final turn a few laps before, so I was just sort of trying to protect that inside as much as I could, which probably meant I was a bit slower than usual. And you know, it doesn't hurt to slow him up a little bit before the straight.
Yeah, right.
Definitely doesn't. It's a very good move as well to have in the arsenal for a shorter finish line off a straight, but to slow that car behind you from getting the run as well.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as deliberate as it might have looked or seemed to Jacques, but
it didn't look deliberate on the stream, but it looked like you set it nicely on the apex and slowed it up enough just to get the run and get to the throttle early. It was good, nicely driven, and nicely done.
Yeah, no, it was. Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite a surprise. The Porsche, me and Shane weren't too sure if it was going to be a good choice or not. But when we did a bit of practice yesterday, it was quite a lot of fun.
So, what dragged you and Shane across? If I maybe boldly ask that question, because you guys did only sign up in the recent few days, and this is your first race within the CFR League, and obviously in the multi-class tonight. But what sort of drew your attention?
I think an old teammate of ours must have mentioned something to Shane, and so he brought it up in our Discord, and I had a bit of a look and was sort of thinking about what I might run for a little while. So, you know, Tuesdays is not a bad night for me, so that sort of was probably the main thing. I thought, okay, GT4s or MP3, maybe that could be a good try, but then decided to go with the GT4 and give it a shot.
Yeah, right. So a bit of word of mouth spreading around and just bringing it to your attention. So it's that's awesome to hear that it's drawn the attention. And look, I mean, you and Shane put on a show tonight. You three, there was Jacques as well, were just battling hard throughout the night. It was such good racing. So well done.
Yeah, well, it's good to sort of come out on top, aside from, I forget his name now, but
Jordan,
the guy who won it.
Jordan, he's in the league of his own.
But it was sort of good to come out ahead in that little battle, three-way battle that we had.
Yeah, no, mate, that was a job well done tonight. So what we'll do, we'll get some shout-outs from you, mate, like who's your team, who keeps you coming in, what sponsors, all that kind of stuff. You give them their time on the broadcast, mate. Go for it.
Yeah, so we're Cobalt Racing. We've been around for quite a while. We don't really big enough to be drawing sponsors and that sort of stuff. So I guess main thanks is to Shane. We always tend to race a lot together, and then big thanks to the rest of the guys on the team, and thanks to you guys for putting this on and doing a bit of broadcast, and I'll have to have a bit of a watch later.
Yeah, no, for sure, mate. Well, next week, on to Jerez. What's your thoughts on the circuit?
Well, I've never actually done a lap, so that'll be interesting. I'll have to buy that one and give it a go. I've seen it quite a lot following the MotoGP. That's about all I know about it, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
At least you got the added bonus of the Sports Car Challenge actually being there for the officials this week too, so...
Yeah, I don't do a lot of officials nowadays, but yeah, maybe I might have to put a couple in just to get some of that seat time.
Yeah.
Even just the practice sessions, mate. Just get out with the other cars and just see where they're at, and it gives you a good gauge as to what you're looking at. So that's a good step in the right direction. But no, mate, we'll let you get out of there and go and celebrate with Shane. We did see him in the green room a little bit earlier, but again, wish you boys all the best of luck for the rest of the season, and we'll hopefully see you next week back in the same spot, if not higher, competing with Jordan and trying to get the top spot.
Yeah, thanks a lot. as long as work doesn't get in the way, you should see us, or at least me, a few more times this year.
No,
I look
good to see.
forward to it. Yeah, look forward to more good battles, mate. So, yeah, well done tonight, P2, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right.
The winner, the man of the moment.
The man of the moment, Jordan Malcolm. That was yours from the start, mate. Didn't look backwards. Well done. P1, take us through your night.
Yeah, I got a gap early. Then from there, it was just managing the pace, managing the off tracks because it's easy to get a 1x through that fast chicane in the end there. So just managing, the gap, managing the off tracks through the race, and yeah, luckily came out on top.
Yeah, right. We saw the battle behind you, but you're fast becoming the front stay at the front of this GT4 field. You really must gel with this McLaren pretty well.
Yeah, ever since it first came out, I've always liked the McLaren. I've tried like the other two, like the Aston and the Mercedes when they've came out. But yeah, something just always draws me back to McLaren. I don't know, I think it drives like a road car, so you can sort of underdrive it but still be fast in it. So I think that's why I'm liking it so much.
Yeah, well, it's certainly paying off, mate. You're definitely fast out there. And Jacques said during the hot lap time that we had him in the com box and taking us for a lap that he said he thinks you were sandbagging. And then when we had him in for the interview, he said, yeah, he was definitely quicker than what the practice time was. So did you just find you just gained more pace throughout the night? Was it just always there? You just cruising around during the early practice session?
Yeah, I think it was always there. Just the pace in practice obviously was just a race run, so it was just obviously just zero risk involved in that lap. So just obviously doing what you do in a race, like no mistakes and all that. So yeah, I knew there was more in the tank when qualifying came along, and yeah, managed to barely scrape a 201. But it helps that this car and like track I do like so.
So next week, then on to Jerez. Are you looking forward to that one, or is that a bit of a bogey for you?
I haven't done many laps around Jerez. The last time I did it was in another GT4 league, and I think we ran okay there. So I think we'll show up and we'll try and get another win on the board.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, you're fast becoming the guy to beat at the moment. The target's squarely on that back bumper, mate. So these boys are coming for you. So it's going to be a long season to hold out, but I'm sure you've got the ability to do so. You've certainly shown it off in the first couple of weeks. But shout outs, mate. Who do you want to thank and give shout outs to?
Yeah, obviously shout out to 19 MX Raps Racing, or the boys over there doing a fantastic job. Obviously everyone in the YouTube chat and the broadcast, and just everyone for hanging out.
Yeah, well said, mate. And once again, congratulations, mate, on the win tonight. It's, like I said, making it very hard to topple you at the moment. So we'll see you out here next week at Jerez, and hopefully back on the top spot and coming in and chatting again.
Sounds good. See you next week.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Andrew, that's going to bring us to the end of the night, mate.
That time of night.
That is it. So first, I want to thank you for jumping in tonight, coming and hanging out and having a chat. It's always a pleasure to have you sitting in here and having a giggle and a laugh and calling the action.
Yeah, talking crap and having fun.
Exactly right. Also, to all our viewers at home, thank you so much for tuning in on the Kick and the YouTube side. We really do appreciate you guys. It's not, if not for you, we don't have anyone to entertain, so we really do appreciate it. And also, don't forget our Drive for Mental Health Season 2. So again, the links are there in the chats. Please, if you're in a giving mood and you feel and you can offer a little bit or a lot, please do so. Click on the link, follow the on-screen instructions, and We appreciate any and all donations to help raise money for Beyond Blue. That's not all our racing this week. We are back tomorrow night with our Tin Tops, coming to you from Knock Hill. It is going to be short, sharp, and it is going to be hectic, so you don't want to miss that one. That is going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely will be.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's going to be crazy. The GR86 and the TCRs together on track at Knock Hill. We look forward to bringing that to you guys. I believe Andrew's joining me again tomorrow night, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Same voices in the combox. And
definitely will be.
Yep, so we'll bring you all that action tomorrow night here from 7:15 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. As always, be good to yourself, be good to your fellow racer, and we will see you tomorrow night. Bye for now.